All right. Hey, everyone. It's Lucid, and we're going to be just doing expansion testing for Nidavangr here. And we're going to do it with a few different builds because I think it's easy for me in these overviews to show you like a dormant bless and then for you to be like, oh, this, like Lucid said, this was good, and then try it in a game and then lose. So I want to make sure you understand the trade-offs and expansion here. So we're going to do this a few different ways. We're going to play Nidavangr here just really quickly through turn 12, hopefully a few different ways. And yeah, we'll do it. I think first we're going to do it the easy way, both so I kind of get warmed up here, because I'm also not really an expert at expanding in Dominion 6. I just haven't played it quite enough. So my intuition, like expansion's a lot harder in Dominion 6, so my intuition's a bit off. We're going to play with some of the expanders. We could play with this guy. It's really interesting. Can get afflicted because it doesn't have regen. We could play with this guy. It probably could die in expansion. I have to be pretty careful. The good thing about these monsters, especially ones that have air, is like putting air shield up. One of the things our like trash troops are going to struggle against are like big tribal provinces and things like that. And these guys will be pretty good against them. So we could do this guy, or like this guy's easy mode. This guy might be fun to do, but this guy would be cooler. I think we'll do this just because we've completely dumpstered our scales. I think this guy has like a slightly more respectable. Well, no, these are kind of dumpstered too. Okay, we'll do this guy just because he's harder. And like the snake or whatever is kind of brain dead. Like you just cast. Yeah, I mean, it's got regeneration built in. Some other things. So one of the things we want to think about, we're playing with trusty research on. I think that's a much more fun way to play Dominions. We're going to research the first turn. I don't think we'll be, no, we should be able to get one thing. So we could pick up like this. We could pick up personal bark skin, but or blurred body is I think what we would really get. But I think in this bless we have blur. So if we're in friendly Dominion, that's actually not going to help much. Enchantment, we could get enchantment 1. This would come with, I think for us, Strength of Giants, which is not horrible, but not great. Yeah, I don't think anything here is going to be super great. One of the things we can pick up is Flying Shield at 2, which would be really good with this particular build. So, you know, I don't really know what... I think Alteration 3 is probably going to be a bit better. We get Mist Form and some things like this along the way. So if we can get to 2, we'll be in pretty good shape. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start making these guys... the apprentices. Oh, wait, are we in Drain? Oh, we're in Drain 2. Yeah, we don't ever make apprentices. What am I doing? And then we're going to slam these guys. And then we are resource constrained. We could make one of these. I think we'll do that. And we'll have this guy patrol. We'll have this guy become a prophet. Our prophet, there's a few different things. If you have an expander, you can have your prophet run around and try to help get Dominion out. So it's easier for your expander to like go places. And we do have an expander. But we're probably going to have them preach up first and then maybe do that. So that's that. Let's do next turn. Okay, let's see. We're going to play quickly. This guy's researching for 9 per turn. It's time to get one of these commanders because we're going to lead out an expansion party and we get to see what we've got. We've got barbs. Actually, not really that bad for us. Nice. This is not heavy cav. This is, we've got, ooh, this would be tough for us actually. So this would actually be a great place for us to send the dragon, because this is something we would struggle with the other guy. Okay, no heavy cav in our provinces. That's really good. We really don't like heavy cav, because these guys that we have in our starting army are really not very good against heavy cav. So this guy's going to preach. This guy, what could they kill? Crossbowmen, heavy infantry. Can't tell what kind of crossbowmen they have. 50. I think... we're going to have this guy sight search and lead these guys out. We really need to expand this first turn with these dudes. I don't want them getting butchered by barbarians, but I think we can take this, and then we can take this next turn. So I think this is the play. We're going to put these guys up here. Let me see. Crossbowmen. I think what we want to do is have these guys on fire archers, holding fire closest. And then we're going to have these guys right here on holding attack closest. And then this guy is going to bless them. Bless, bless, bless. Personal bark skin. Advancing cast. Okay, something like this. And we're going to put this guy in the back corner. Okay. And we're getting one of these guys this turn. So he'll link up with them and probably do a lot of the blessing next turn. Well, I'll just show you how that works rather than tell you about it. Okay, I feel okay about this. Yep. Okay. Oh, but we have to send our dragon out. I was about to hit intern. We're going to go over this way, take this hard province. This will be a hard province for us because we don't like archer fire. And there's not really much to do here. So we're just going to do air shield and fire. And we should have a pretty good time with these guys. Maybe I move them a bit closer. No, I think this is probably fine. I think we'll be slightly out of range of the archers at the beginning. And in turn. Okay, let's check out the battles. Okay, our Nidavangr run in first. They've got this is a luck build. So they've got luck home. These archers routed the crossbowmen pretty quickly as well. So pretty good outcome. So when we made them, we can probably see, one thing that's really cool is if you hold this down, you can see how many Scar Souls they started with. I think they started with 1. So I think these guys have lost, a couple of them lost a Scar Soul. This is a heavy cav province, so I want to be careful about that. And, ooh, this is a large province. This is worth a lot, but it's got a lot of heavy cav. Could potentially kill us. But if we get a good breath attack off, I think we're okay. Okay, and we've got a Nid here to lead our guys. We're going to switch back and make one of these. And you can see we've got a lot more resources now. So we've got tons of resources in this build, even though we've tanked this, but not a lot of recruitment points. So these guys are actually, the Bear Clan are really cheap so we could probably make them. Something like this. And then we forward position these guys, put the Bear Clan behind them. That's probably, just given the amount of resources we have, our best bet. So this guy's going to lead these dudes. We're getting up to 4 candles in our capital. We would like more, of course. Honestly, I think this isn't much harder for us, and this is something our god definitely can't take. So I think we're going to roll over here and take this one. I was going to take this, but I think it's better to take this and swing up and hit this next turn. So I think we're going to do this, and then we're going to actually site search with this guy. And we'll put these dudes here, hold an attack closest, hold an attack closest. We're going to put this guy on top of them as well, and he's going to do blessing and then spells. And these guys should blender. These guys are actually going to be on, I think, fire and keep distance. We'll see how that works. I really haven't messed around with this command that much. Hold and fire. This seems about right. Okay. That's good. And then where are we going to move our god? Do we go after... I think we want to go after this. There's a chance we lose our god. This is not really what our god is made for. We will probably get an affliction. But there's also a chance we just completely ruin them with one nice poison blast. I think we're going to do it. This is not the sort of thing we're going to want to take with something else. And this is one of the nice things about taking a god. You can take hard provinces like this most of the time. If it doesn't work, well, great bozo. All right, let's see. Well, let's lead with the fun part. Let's do the god attack first. Oh, that was a really good one. Yeah, we got an affliction. Never healing wound. Fuck. It's a pretty bad one, but it's kind of inevitable. It would be nice if we had a way to get rid of these afflictions. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But such is life. And then there's a nice farmland here. We're going to go ahead and take this. This should be very straightforward. Anyway, we knew what we were doing there was a calculated risk. Okay, and then we're going to come up take this because it's pretty easy. This would be really nice to get. I think the god's going to come secure this front. Okay, we've got this guy. Let's switch back over to getting a Nid here. Oh, we've got a lot of money too. We're starting to get enough to make like our first temple. And I think that's going to be pretty nice. I'm going to actually stop recruitment of one of these guys so we can go ahead and drop a temple. assuming I can make priests here, which I can. And we're probably going to make a lab here shortly as well, just so that I can start getting mage production going on outside. Now, the other thing, and I haven't really been doing this, well, for like one turn, but we're going to, actually, maybe we wait. Actually, we're going to have this guy come over here and site search, and we're going to, instead of spending money on a temple, we're going to spend money on massing troops. Now, these forests have a lot of resources. How many can we get? 3? Yeah. So I think we're going to start slamming these dudes here, because these are fine medium infantry, and we're going to have really killy guys, so we're going to want stuff to kind of fill in the gaps. And we can start getting them. Well, there's not really many here. I think we're going to pick up a commander here. Here we have a bit more, but we're going to start foreign recruitment. And I'm going to go ahead. Well, we're not going to mess with PD. We're doing a speed expansion. Okay. Yoink, yoink. And then let's send you maybe over here. We don't really need to stay in Dominion. Our bless isn't really important for our god, although it is nice getting a few more hit points. It would be fun to play with capital recuperation with this so that we get, you know, our afflictions healed once we're done expanding. This would be a nightmare for us. These are the easy druids, not the hard ones. These are so bad that our non-existent armor is maybe good enough to fight them. And okay, we're going to come out here and take this, and then unless we could go up and take something else. We're at 6 candles, so next turn we take our profit out. Okay, so these guys are holding attack. We're going to put these guys a bit up at the front. Cast turn, blessing, blessing. And then I think we're going to have these guys a bit behind, like that. I'll probably run in a bit first. They might need to be a bit farther back. They're a bit better armored. They have better chest armor, and then they also have a hat. So I don't really mind if they take a bit of the attention off the Nithbait. I mean, this is kind of not what we want Nithbait fighting, right? Like a bunch of archers. But we've got a lot of Scar Souls now, and we need to expand, and this is what we're using to expand. So there you go. Okay, and we've tapped out our recruitment points now, so we're not going to really get more than this. Let's pick up some of these guys. We're going to probably put these guys on repeat recruitment as well. And okay. Something like this. This is also what you'll be doing in Scales expansion. And I think that's about it. Next turn. Okay. And bada bing, bada boom. And wasa. Okay. Now we really want to take this. I think we will be able to. This is a large farmland. This would be very heavily contested. And we're going to keep running around with our... Ooh, take this. No, but we're going to come and clear up this border. We're not going to do like spaghetti expansion to say, oh, we hit a really high number. But that being said, I think we need to get an expansion party up north. So I think what we're going to do is actually bring these guys up here. And then we'll just do like a solid expansion over this way. Here, actually, I can't really make that many. I think we'll make these. I think what I want to do is go ahead and drop a temple. And where we're putting a temple, I'll do PD, because I would be a little triggered with myself if I don't. And we'll come over here and pick these guys up, making a lot. And we'll have this guy maybe move over here. And I think, yeah. Oh my God, we have a lot of resources here. Why do we have so many resources in a swamp? Okay, there's another good production center. There's also underground stuff. We can see if we can go there. I forget what we have in our blast. Do we have spirit? I don't think we have spirit sight. We don't. Okay. So going underground is not going to be ideal, especially fighting like any of these things. These are not the things we want to fight. It's basically high density chaff that's going to destroy us. And these guys have like 2 attacks per cav. These are actually things we kind of don't want to fight. We can fight these easily, but with like massed archers would be technically the thing. So we're probably going to need some massed archers. That might be what we need to start spamming here. So we're going to actually switch these over. so that we can get the underground. Okay, look how many we can make. Okay. And, oh yeah, we can get a lot here. Okay, perfect. And these guys are going here. I think this is okay. These guys lost. Let's actually watch this fight, because I might not have scripted it quite right. Yeah, those archers were fucking up our nit phase. We probably lost a lot of star souls. So, like, if you look at it, I think they came in with 3. They all lost 1. Yeah. Okay, we're up to 7 Dominion strength as well now. So I think what we're going to do, farmland and mountain. I think this would be our first fort. We could probably think about it a bit more, but we're going to go ahead and start. I need to stop one recruitment somewhere. Somebody, I'm sure I'm making like a grayed out dude. Okay. And we're going to get one of these guys and we're going to start building a fort here. Though with Nidavangr, you don't really need a lot of forts. Maybe we don't. But I think it would be good. Well, no, we really don't need forts. I don't think we're going to do that. I'm not going to show you guys bad practice. Well, I mean, no more than I usually do. Okay, so I think that's it. Next turn. Okay, not as many expansions this turn. I think that's mostly just due to movement. But we take these pretty easily. We're going to send this guy down here. We're going to take these guys. Now, we're probably running out of... Yeah, these guys, I don't know, they still have a couple Scar Souls on some of them, but you can see the guys who are on their last Scar Soul, they're looking pretty rough. And I think this is the argument for getting like some kind of affliction reduction business, because they're real rough. Yeah, there's definitely a case to be made for something. Like these guys, okay, they're on their last life, but they're in a bad way. Luck, by the way, which is our build, is also going to help generate afflictions, and I'll explain the mechanism for that right quick, because if you take a big hit, it's likely to kill you and luck will block it. If you are going, let's say you have 10 hit points, you're going to get a lot more afflictions if you lose those hit points one at a time than if you lose them in a big hit. So luck basically isn't going to block the small shit, like the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 damage. That's often going to give you an affliction but not kill you, but it often will block the big damage that kills you. So just over the course of a few lives, it's going to add up. You're going to get more afflictions. But hey, we're in the business of taking provinces, and that's going to be paid for with the blood and sweat of our little dudes. Okay, so what we want to do here, we're picking up troops. And we're going to start making a Scales army to go underground. I think first, these guys are going to... I don't think we want to bring them, but I think we're going to keep... I think, honestly... This is enough where we actually do need 2 priests to probably properly bless them. So I think I'm actually okay. Like this. I actually think that this might... Instead of holding attack, we'll try this. We'll just see how it works. We're going to do blessing, advance. And I'll see if we can have these guys run in while they're getting blessed and how many of them get blessed in this. Because we definitely do want them getting blessed, but... Oh, we've got a lot here. We're going to actually swing by and pick these guys up first. Okay, and then these guys, we've already gotten rid of the unrest. This would be really great to take. I think what we're going to do... Heavy cav. I think we're going to patrol here for a turn, and then we're going to come over and take this. But that might be in time. I don't know who's going to get this. Our god's beelining over there. Okay, and then here we want to make a lab. 600 gold. So we're going to actually turn off recruitment to go ahead and get this next lab started. I'm going to try to go to places we're not picking up from. We'll just take a quick breather here on these sorts of things, and we're going to go ahead and make a lab. So now we'll start getting more mages. Yeah, we got our dominion spread over this way. I think we're going to actually just get this up to 6 or 7. These guys are... These are really hard provinces for us to take. This will be really easy with our god. Very, very hard. This is exactly the kind of thing we don't want to fight. It's also coming up on the winter. That means this is certainly going to stay frozen. So I can look at potentially... Can these guys make it? Horse tribe, these are like the worst things for us to fight, literally. This is probably the worst province type. But they've got lances and bows. These are like things we don't really want to deal with. Okay, so I think what we're doing is we just bring these guys back and we'll figure out what we do later with them. But there's nothing for them to do here. So we'll probably try to consolidate them with some other kind of army and go from there. Okay, and so that's done. And we're going to keep heading over this way. We're going to go, by the way, until we get to turn 12. We'll get to where it's spring. So I guess it's maybe turn 13. Can't remember exactly how that is. But whenever we get early spring and we see that message, we're done. We're not playing that turn. Okay, heavy cav. So here we lose a couple Bear Clan. This is pretty good. Here we're starting to amass archers to go underground. We've also got a fair amount of Nithbait and stuff that came from this other group. I think this actually is enough to take out these Bakemono. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that and get underground. So I didn't know what we were doing with these guys, but anyway, we seem to have figured that out. And yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Here we're picking up more dudes. We're going to send these guys over here as well. We've made a lab, so we're going to go ahead and start making, I think we probably want more Bear Clan at the beginning. I feel like these are probably the better choice for us. And we're going to have this guy continue to site search. It would be nice to temple up our cap circle as well. I think we're going to do that as we site search. So we'll probably come and temple this. Go ahead and put this up to 11 with the anticipation of templing it. And let's see, what do we do with this guy? This guy should pick up stuff. We need to turn back on recruitment. We're going to get a big pile of archers. This is also going to help with... Archers are really nice to kind of help with your early game weakness against enemy archers, since you can just put yours on fire archer. It's going to be probably better than... These guys are also okay against archers since they have a shield, but I think this is probably better. Okay. We're going to turn back on recruitment of this commander, get these guys going. And I think that's about it for this turn. We're continuing to expand. We got a triple expand coming out. We're fighting Cav here. We're going to do hold and attack. Oh, we were going to watch this. I wanted to see how this ended up playing out. So, bless. We'll get most of them. Okay. How are we doing on lives? Some of these guys are... down to 2. A lot of afflictions. I really do need to look into the mechanics of how Scar Souls work. So, what is this guy doing? This is another commander. We just want him to pick up garbage. Let's maybe send him over here and let him pick up some of the garbage over here. Or maybe we'll make another set of these guys over here. Okay, perfect. We've got 300 in our treasury. That's okay. Although we should turn back on recruitment here. I think we're going to get Bear Clan. And I think that will have to do. Okay. We have gotten... Oh. Look who we found. Got one of our national heroes. That's quite nice. Be cool if it turned into like a better crow. You know? Like an alpha crow. But it looks like a normal crow. Okay. So we've got this guy. We're going to have him research. Our research is actually humming along. We're about to be at Alt 2, which means our god becomes basically immune to enemy troops. This is a heavy cav province. This is a heavy infantry province. We're actually going to go after this one first, I think. Yeah, we got chest wound too, which I don't love. I think if you do this, there was a world where I wanted nature too, so I could do personal region. We still wouldn't be able, you probably have to wait a turn researching to hit it before you send your guy out, which kind of sucks. So, yeah. But, I mean, obviously, Alt 2 is going to be sick as well. I'm not really sure the best way to get rid of afflictions. I think it's capital recuperation, but we'll have to see. Okay, we went underground. We took this out, no problem. These are all both going to be really easy for us, so we'll take these. These guys, success. Our bear clan are mostly gone though. How did this work with I had these guys doing blessing twice and then advanced in cast? Where's the commander? Oh god. Yeah, that was not good. How many Scar Souls do you have left? 4? 4? Okay. Well, we haven't paid too much for our sins. Let's, I guess, take this. Yeah, I don't think we really want our commanders getting in there. Okay, we're starting to get like a pretty big pile of dudes. I think for these guys, let's have him come over here. Okay, so here we were going to site search or build a temple. I think we'll go ahead and do our construction first. Let's build a lab. And actually we need to, I think we might turn this to make the water guy, and he can go ahead and site search there as well before he starts researching. We'll try to remember to do that next turn. We've also got a big pile of these guys in our capital. I should have moved them out last turn, but it is what it is. We'll come over here and then take, maybe we'll try to go for this throne. I feel like we should be able to take it, especially if I have an accomplice. I don't think I have an accomplice though. Oh, this guy could show up, but I don't know if I want him to. I think we're going to send this guy down here because I need another guy to bless these. And he'll also be able to do enlarge, I think. Okay. And I think that's that. All right. And now we get to actually do our good shit, which is personal mist form and personal stone skin. That is going to give us a cold malice, but we have 15 cold resistance, so we're okay. And these guys, we actually don't have a lot of archers, so we're not going to even do this. I think this will probably be fine. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and join up a Giga army underground. Oh no, is there a disease site here? Or is this guy old? There's a disease site here. Fuck. Huh, but only he got it. Very strange. Normally when you have this many troops, if there's a disease site, they would be getting diseased. I'm holding down the tab or whatever to see the afflictions. Okay, well. Can't win them all. We're going to switch over to making that dude. We're going to go ahead and make a temple. And as we're bringing in a Giga stack, I think we're going to really put these guys farther in the back now. And we're going to put these guys on fire. Wait, fire and keep distance. We're going to put them over here on this side. And then we're going to do hold and fire with these dudes and put them right here as we look to combine these stacks. This group, still going very strong. I think we take them and take this out. So I think with that, I'm going to put these in front. We'll probably sacrifice the rest of the bear clan here. This will actually be pretty tough for us to take. I would really like to have a big stack, actually, which we can do. I think this guy's actually going to come here. And we're going to have these archers on fire crossbow to take this. Because otherwise, I think it's going to be a ton of attrition for us. And I think we're also going to have this guy come up and join. Because this is actually going to be a big battle. I don't want to take a lot of attrition. And we move over this way. So basically, how many turns do we have left? 2 turns. So we'll try to take this throne on the last turn. We'll take this here first. Hold and attack closest. Blessing, blessing, blessing. Put these guys here. Something like that. Okay. We will site search with you, and then he'll join up this turn. And he'll join up, hopefully, with some Bear Clan. Wait, what do we have in our squad? Yeah, we have Bear Clan. Okay, perfect. Let's pick these guys up. Maybe go over here, pick these guys up. I'll have this guy continue the train, the logistics train, as we pile up our troops. And I think we're looking pretty solid. Okay. I feel pretty good about this. We're going for we'll probably go enchantment 2 to get flying shield and stuff after that. And you'd probably actually want to go for cloud trapeze or something. So our god would be a bit more useful. I really need to figure out how... Yeah, the real trick in doing this, like, your god's probably fine. There's a small chance you get disease, which would be really bad. But I guess your god just dies and you have to prepare ahead and make a ton of indie priests. But we're starting to get a lot of money. Maybe... I think I might send this guy here to site search instead of research. And then build a lab and temple. Because we're going to need to be spending our money. Can we make a lot of guys here? No. Oh, we can make a lot of... Well, we make some of these guys. Okay. Wait, and then... I think this is fine. One thing to consider, like a downside of using these archers, is they can destroy your own Nith-bathed. So you want to actually be a little cautious using them. But yeah, okay. Okay. So that's that. We got one more turn. We're going to go over here and take these guys out. And then we'll count up how many we managed to kill. So here we're going to do blessing, blessing, and then we're going to spam out some enlarges. So I'll do that, something like this. And this guy's a bear. It's very unlikely he's going to die. This guy, come over here and take this. And did we get another affliction? We did. Another heavy cap province. We got weakened. We're still okay. We fortunately, I think with our being this big, it's pretty unlikely they get our head. But yeah, getting like a feeble-minded affliction would be very, very bad. Okay, what do we do? So we're going to attack this. Okay, it's less people now than it was looking like. But this would definitely scare the shit out of somebody on our border. Fire archers. Put these guys back here. Put these guys right here. And since we're fighting into a lot of archers, I think we're going to go ahead and put these guys on... I think holding attack's fine. I think the archers are going to draw aggro. Or like the ranged attack, since they're forward positioned and they're very weak. They should pick that up. Can we do quickness? No. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. These guys, we're going to continue expanding. We should divide and conquer. I'm going to try to get +1. Okay, these guys are going here. These guys are going here. I should pretty easily win. Okay. And then here we were going to go ahead and build a temple. We'll go ahead and maybe we'll site search first. We'll go ahead and turn on production of Bear Clan. It's going to use up a lot of our resources. I think that's pretty much useless now. We'll site search with both of these guys. We're going to go ahead and build a lab and temple here. And here we're going to go ahead and I guess we'd start rallying troops up this way as we kind of continue our logistics train. Some of these logistic things aren't really going to matter. I could probably sneak out another province here. Light infantry and archers. Okay, fire closest. Let's put you in the back. And then if you wander over this way. Okay, and those are all the moves. Did we have this scripted right? Well, it's not great. So I think that's about it. So for people asking for extensions in your first game, or in the first like 12 turns, just remember we had basically lossless expansion here. Ooh, and found some magic sites. Yeah, okay, we got killed here. How did we die? I say lossless expansion. Immediately jinx myself. Oh man, got ruined. So we took that out. We took that out. This one will watch this battle as well. We failed to take the throne. We wouldn't have really gone for that throne. We were just trying to get it to get the extra points. We would have pinged it first. I think we could have taken it too if we should have just known. I thought the flyers didn't fly. They usually sit there and shoot you because they do have bows. But I guess in 6 they changed it so they fly on you. So we would have put these guys all together instead of spread them out. It would have been a lot better. Took this. I think underground we probably took our 2 as well. Yep. Okay, so let's count. We are on... This is the first year spring, turn 12. And we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Almost 30. Not amazing, but pretty good. We've got a fair amount of infrastructure up. I was slacking a little bit, you know. Well, not that bad. You know, we're going to spend a fair amount of that this turn. But slacking a little bit. We could have been, at the very end, we could have been a bit more diligent with getting our Nidavangr infrastructure out, with turning on more indie recruitment. But we're doing pretty well. Like we haven't really lost much. You know, we lost this, which was a little shameful. But research is humming along. This is pretty good. And, you know, we could have done a bit more with foreign recruitment, have a bit bigger armies, but I would say we're very well set up to like go start a first war. Yeah, so this is kind of easy mode. This was playing with an expander. This expander would be really useful pretty much all game. The only real problem is how do we get afflictions off of it? Which, yeah, I think capital recuperation. That would be nice, by the way, just as a tag, to have a recuperation that only works in the capital. And then we could just give it to units instead of having to do like weird shape-shifting things. Maybe I'll put a request for that in mod commands. But yeah, I think that's it for this. We'll do, we're at 40 minutes, so I guess these will each be separate episodes. I think the next one we're going to do, just as a bit of a spoiler-ooski, is we played, so far right now, we played like the easy mode, which was playing with an Awake Expander. I think we're going to go to the other extreme, which is not necessarily easy mode, but it's the other direction to go. And we're going to play full scales. So I think we will play... I think this guy was full... No, not quite full scales. Maybe it was. No? This guy. Scales. So this is an Imprisoned Titan, where we get basically a Mage Bless, and we have full scale. So we'll be expanding with this. This is probably not the hardest expansion, right? The hardest expansion is going to be when we do the Dormant Bless, because then we won't have all the scales from full scales, but we'll still have the... And we won't get to basically take any advantage of the Bless or build until turn 12. But then it will like really come online. So that one we'll probably do last. So I think the next one we'll do is this. So we'll see you guys there, and I hope you enjoyed, and take care. Bye.